Do you think investing in Tesla stock will allow you to become a millionaire? Many are convinced that this is more than possible. Both institutional investors and retail investors claim that Tesla stock is a worthwhile investment. Star investor Cathie Wood herself has been on a buying spree for months now, so you definitely would not want to miss this. Known to be a Tesla bull, Cathie Wood swims against prevailing currents to scoop up more Tesla shares for ARK Invest. While other investors have been scrambling to sell their shares from the leading EV company amidst the dip, Star investor Cathie Wood is doing the opposite. Notably, Tesla shares sank 65% in the past year. Although investors are worried about competition in the electric vehicle market and economic headwinds, Tesla has demonstrated it can keep its lead as well as increase sales in spite of challenges like inflation and supply chain issues. In terms of market share, the EV maker holds 65% of the US market and a whopping 86% of the luxury EV market, according to S&P Global Mobility. While there is rising competition in the EV industry, Tesla has the lead and the brand strength that could ensure its position over the long haul. Moreover, it's recently ramped up its manufacturing capacity with 2 enormous plants that should help it satisfy demand. In terms of sales and deliveries, Tesla has shown that it can perform in difficult times. In the third quarter, the company reported record revenue, operating profit, and free cash flow. Tesla's operating margin topped 17%, among the highest in the industry. Deliveries climbed 40% last year to more than 1.3 million, the EV giant said earlier. Further, fourth quarter deliveries rose 31%. That said, there are plenty of reasons to be optimistic Tesla can continue to grow earnings as the economic situation improves and eventually meet long-term delivery goals, which appears to cause concern for investors today. In fact, the company aims to reach 50% average annual growth in vehicle deliveries over time. Today, Tesla shares trade for 29 times forward earnings estimates compared to more than 80 a year ago. At this price, it is entirely understandable why Cathie Wood steadily added to her Tesla holdings in the past several months. This top growth stock has what it takes to rebound and grow in value. That could be great news for Wood's portfolio over the long haul. In the past year, Cathie Wood saw Tesla as being worth nearly $5 trillion in 2026. Star investor fund ARK Investment Management bets big on electric vehicle maker Tesla. Even when Tesla stock dipped several times last year, Wood remains a vocal Tesla proponent. In fact, in an interview with Yahoo Finance, Wood said that her confidence remains highest in Tesla. This comment came after Wood revealed ARK had met with General Motors GM CEO Mary Barra. Why does Cathie Wood believe that one can become a millionaire with Tesla stock? According to her, when you look at Tesla's revenue growth for the past 5 years, it is compounded at roughly 48% per year. She emphasized that it was even at a time when Tesla had been facing a lot of controversies. She further stated that their forecast, referring to herself and ARK Invest, for the next 10 years is in the 50 to 60% range. Over the past several months, while other investors have been busy selling their Tesla shares because of its continuous poor performance in the stock market, Wood has been on a dip buying spree. In October alone, Wood bought another 66,190 Tesla shares around mid-October on top of the over 132,000 she bought earlier that month. ARK's first purchase in October was made after Tesla reported a miss in deliveries in early October, when Tesla announced its delivery and production numbers through a press release, and once again after the stock fell following Tesla's Q3 report. Then in early November, Cathie Wood's ARK Invest loaded up on Tesla shares in its innovation, next-generation internet, and autonomous technology and robotics ETFs. The company's 3 funds saw a buying opportunity in the automaker's recent slump on Wall Street. ARK's Innovation ETF bought 27,594 shares in the second week of November, while the Next-Gen Internet and Autonomous Tech and Robotics ETFs gained 2,909 shares and 9,173 shares, respectively. Yet again, in mid-December, ARK Invest, Wood's investment management firm, snapped up 74,862 shares of the electric vehicle maker across 3 of her exchange-traded funds, according to a daily transaction report sent via email. The purchase was valued at around $11.7 million. ARK's Tesla buy comprised 61,537 shares for the ARK Innovation Fund ARKK, 10,066 shares for ARK Autonomous Tech and Robotics ETF ARKQ, and 3,259 for the ARK Next Generation Internet ETF ARKW. Tesla is the 3rd largest holding among ARK's suite of investment products after Zoom Communications ZM and Exact Sciences EXAS. Wood's dip buying spree comes during a difficult month and year for Tesla as concerns intensify among investors that Musk, as CEO, diverted his attention away from the company to manage Twitter, the social media platform he recently acquired, in a $44 billion take-private deal. In early January, Cathie Wood buys more Tesla to start 2023, even as relentless sell-offs drag down her flagship fund. Wood's flagship ARK Innovation ETF purchased 145,000 shares of Tesla, worth $15.7 million, while ARK's autonomous technology and robotics ETFs nabbed a further 31,000 Tesla shares worth $3.4 million, according to daily transaction reports. Overall, Cathie Wood bought $19 million in Tesla stock in early January alone. Although Tesla is undeniably facing numerous issues today, Cathie Wood said Tesla's stock has miles to run and could rise to $1,500 in the next 5 years. "I think there are people who won't buy his cars," she said in a Barron's interview, going on to refer to price cuts on Tesla's models. "But if he does what we think he's going to do on the cost side, there are a lot of people who will use economics as their guide. And I think there are a lot more of those people than there are of the naysayers around Twitter." In a video, Wood explained how investors have the chance to become a millionaire by holding Tesla shares until 2025. When asked about her reasons for setting a $3,000 price target for Tesla by 2025, she said that there are a few key variables, one of which is the market share of the EV market, which is in the low 20s worldwide, as she claimed, and she believes Tesla will be able to achieve that. She added that currently in the US it is around 60% share. However, note that ARK's $3,000 price target has since been updated. In ARK's updated open-source Tesla model, they updated Tesla's valuation model with a $4,600 price target in the best-case scenario for Tesla stock in 2026, and up to more than $20,000 by 2030. ARK's updated open-source Tesla model yields an expected value per share of $4,600 in 2026. The bull and bear cases, tuned to the 75th and 25th percentile Monte Carlo outcomes, respectively, are approximately $5,800 and $2,900 per share. In fact, in recent months, Cathie Wood saw Tesla as being worth nearly $5 trillion in 2026. The updated model by ARK Invest shows updated assumptions for the total market for autonomous ride-hail at each price point and the probability that Tesla will solve for fully autonomous driving. Based on their analysis of consumers' perceived value of time, they expect more demand for autonomous ride-hails at higher price points than originally modeled. "What we're really interested in are the corner cases," says Cathie Wood. Cathie Wood, who invests in companies engaging in disruptive innovation, made millions amid Tesla and other favorites surge in the early days of the pandemic, before a brutal 2022 sell-off wiped away ARK's gains. Today, ARK owns about $487 million worth of Tesla, its fifth largest holding, most of which is in its signature ETF, which has added more than 300,000 shares of Tesla to its portfolio over the last month. Though an unfavorable macroeconomic environment and elevated interest rates dragged down the market as a whole, Tesla's decline largely coincided with Musk's purchase of Twitter, dedicating much of his time and financial resources to the social media company, much to the ire of Wall Street. Wood has remained bullish during the downturn, predicting last month Tesla shares would reach $1,500 by 2027, representing a more than tenfold increase. Overall, Cathie Wood believes that Tesla stock during the dip is a buying opportunity. That is pretty much evident with the way she keeps snapping up Tesla shares whenever the stock hits a record low. Wood is confident that Tesla will be one of the most valuable companies one day, so investing in Tesla stock today will make investors millionaires when that happens. Make sure to subscribe to Tesla Stock for more updates.